Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sci-Fi Sunday. And today we have another episode of the Orville. And with me is
Yay!
the great God Emperor himself, Bird of Prey 5. Welcome, Bird.
Thank you. Kapla. So what episode is today?
Today is episode 9 of season 1, Cupid's Dagger.
Nice.
Let's
Very
see if I can
controversial episode.
actually get these links to stay in the stream. For some reason, those Google mods were deleting it every time I posted it before it started. And welcome, Bernie Specs. And Andrea Seabrook. Welcome to the chat.
Kapla, Professor Andrea.
Okay, I'll pin this message. This is to the screening room, so anyone could come watch. You don't need the Hulu. And if you want up on the panel, I know, Professor, and Andrea, you both are in Captain Trek's Twitter group, so it should be posted there. It seems to be working now. So now we got that cleared up. Let's start the show. Not too bad.
Yeah, I can see it. I can hear it good.
Good. Yeah, Andrea, it's a watch party. The pinned comment will take you to the screening room. And here's the link if you want to join us up on the panel. And welcome, Professor Brainy Specs.
Hello, Resolute Germ.
How are you doing today?
Doing pretty well. Kapla, Bird of Prey.
Kapla, Professor.
Yeah, Andrea, if you want to come up, you're free to come up.
Oh, she's driving, she says.
This tends not to be a very talkative stream, Andrea, as we're watching the show.
Yeah. We'll get talkative after the episode. Yeah, I know SciTube's a lot better than the setup I got, but my system can't handle running SciTube. Yeah, you told everybody.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You'd think the union would know that.
Yeah.
They make some questionable decisions.
Especially seeing who the Admiral is related to. And welcome, Captain Trek. How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing
Hey,
okay,
Captain.
considering.
No,
Greetings, Cap.
greetings. Just saying.
And Andrea, if you're watching the Orville episode, yeah, you just stay backstage on that StreamYard. The comments are in a different StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, on the
that is a
phone.
limitation, Andrea. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a miracle StreamYards works at all on phones sometimes. I know every time I've tried it, my battery's almost boiling within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't do StreamYard on a phone. I'd be afraid it would ruin my phone.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about StreamYards, but if I don't have it plugged in and charging as I'm going, there's no way I'm going to be able to stay up on the stream for any real length of time.
Bye. Poor Claire.
Oh,
5 minutes of that, he'd be lucky not to get shot.
Well, at least his singing isn't as bad as Bird's.
Insulting her kids probably isn't a good way to butter her up.
no.
She smelled the flowers. She really didn't hate them.
Yeah, Andrea, that's Rob Lowe. Yeah, except for the blue skin, he seems like the same douchebag Rob Lowe is. Yeah, you're going to end up getting shot. And hello, Phantom Outsider. Welcome to the chat. The pin link is to watch the screening room. And welcome, geeks. Enjoyed Neurotica. The pinned tweet or the pinned comment is for the screening room, and I believe I sent a DM for the panel. Phantom, we're watching season 1, episode 9 of the Orville. Let's follow the link. We're watching it right now.
Oh dear.
This isn't going to end well.
No, not at all. It almost sound like Star Trek, the original series music.
Yeah, very similar.
She was dressed like Star Trek, the original series.
Yes, I also had that thought.
Sure looks like you're into them. Gorilla is going to cause a war. I think everybody is his type.
Well,
What a thing to walk in on.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll happen eventually. Maybe not this episode, but at some point. He's pretty nonchalant about starting an interstellar war. Abandoned his job. That's a good one to get started on, Andrea. If you want more of the deeper episodes, I'd recommend go to episode 3. That's the one where Bortus's child.
I'd started episode 1, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, they're all good. Yeah, I'd recommend going back and watching them all. If you want a few highlights, 3 is probably the highlight so far. Not bad looking alien ships. He used his sleaziness for a good cause. Well, at least everyone stopped shooting.
At least for now.
Make love, not war.
Maybe. Probably smart that he doesn't admit to essentially raping her. Okay.
It's a good show to come in on if you haven't seen the first.
Yeah. I'd say so far out of the first 9, this one and the saying episode 3 are the 2 major highlights.
I think Majority Rule is up there too.
Yeah, it's up there. I'd put a little bit under, mainly for the I don't know, I just don't like it as much as the others.
I don't know. I really liked Krill. It's episode
Oh, yeah,
6.
that was a really good one.
Yeah, it's a very good one. It's not really a bad episode
No.
of the series.
Well, it kind of kicks off some other things that happen later in the series.
Yeah.
And I know I'm in the minority here, but I liked Into the Fold, episode 8.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
And
didn't dislike it. It just,
Yeah. It's
if I
not.
had to rank them based on their own episodes, only the first season. Episode 1, Into the Fold, and I think probably the next one. Is that the one with a firestorm?
yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe.
those would be I'm not sure in what order, but those would be my bottom 3. That doesn't mean they're bad. They're just my
Right.
least favorites.
Yeah. They're the bottom of, but still considering.
And I'd put Command Performance in there too. Command Performance, I think, would be a very good episode. It didn't make sense as the second episode. Like, it makes sense if it was the 4th, 5th,
Yeah.
10th episode. But
Yeah.
to literally be the second episode, there's like, it relies on too much history that just hasn't happened yet. You don't get the feeling that they know each other that well.
Yeah. How do you like it, Captain?
Oh, I liked it. It, like Bird was saying, there are some strong episodes. I would say this was one of them. I think one thing though, they tried to strengthen the first episode by bringing this into it, because that was, I would say, the weakest episode of a good series, but it was the weakest episode. And by bringing this character back in, it kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, it fortifies up, gives sort of justification for what happened.
Yeah.
So definitely makes you think a little bit better of Kelly, because up to this point it was just, yeah, she just slept with some other guy. But now that there was a reason for it, look at her a little bit lighter. I guess Andrea liked it too. So, yeah, it's a pretty good one to get you started off with, Andrea. And that was season 1, episode 9, Cupid's Dagger.
I thought you would like this series, Angela. Or Andrea. Excuse me, boy.
Yeah, right now there's only the 2 seasons that are out, Andrea. So I think it's like 44 episodes, 45 episodes total.
No. We haven't had that many. There were 12 in the first season.
Oh, there's only 12 and 16. Yeah.
Were there 16 in season 2? I didn't think there were that many.
One of the series I was looking at was 12 and was 16. Let's see here.
There were 14 in the second season.
Okay.
So 26 total.
Okay, 26. Okay. Yeah, so not too much to get caught up on, Andrea.
Funny, Andrea.
I guess it's just wishful thinking there's 40 episodes.
Boy, and it got quiet.
That would be nice if there were that many.
Hello?
Huh? Can you hear us, Jeff?
Oh, I must be really tired. I closed one of the StreamYards.
Oh. And now we got 2 professors.
I accidentally closed one of the StreamYards.
There we go.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, this is not my day.
Let's see if this professor can hear us.
Am I here? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us now, professors?
No, we've lost both professors.
That's okay. We're about done here anyway. So, I'd like to thank everyone for coming up. Captain, Bird, Professor. Glad you all could come up onto the panel.
Thank you.
Professor, hope you can get whatever audio problems you're having figured out. Oh, and Cinnabon pops in at the end.
Hey, Cinnabon, what's up?
Yeah. You did sound like Borg for a moment there. I got Andrea and Phantom Outsider. I've never seen you here before. Thanks for dropping by. Geeks Enjoy Neurotica. And yeah, thanks for everyone for dropping by. Next week we'll be watching season 1, episode 10, Firestorm. And welcome back, Professor.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hear me now?
We can hear you.
No, we cannot hear you now.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I closed the StreamYard for the playback episode, and it messed up the audio for the other one. And I thought I disconnected on both or something, tried coming back in, and I guess that's when I went Borgified.
Yeah, we had a couple of you up here.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, any of you guys have any final words you want to say before we go?
Derulio did nothing wrong.
Is that like Janeway did nothing wrong?
Yeah, whatever.
He did nothing wrong except
Neither
for
did
almost start
Yaphet.
an interstellar war.
No, I don't blame Yaphet or Claire for that matter.
Yeah, they were both under the influence. There's just so much gelatinous blob can do to resist someone he has that big a crush on.
Yay, Andrea's made it to Missouri.
Zora.
Now, Andrea,
Oh, she's in your neck of the woods, Captain.
I hope you are stopping when you're texting.
I think she's a professional who's been trained to be able to do both.
Okay. That has me worried.
Isn't it something you can just talk and your phone translates it to text now?
Yeah, they got a
hasn't
couple
been
apps
something
like
they've
that.
done for the last 20 years. Or 10
It's not
years.
perfect, though.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's gotten better. I mean, I just got a new phone recently, and it's way better than the phone I had 3 years ago, that I got 3 years ago.
What are you using now?
I have a Google Pixel 4a 5G. I used to have an iPhone 7.
Well, yeah, almost anything's an upgrade from an iPhone.
I would disagree with that. There are certain things I miss from my iPhone.
But all you can use is Apple. iTunes and the
There
Apple
are
Play
certain
Store.
limitations, yeah.
Not to mention
Well, actually, they're
intentionally
very
undersizing
comparable.
the battery.
They're very comparable.
Yeah. I guess that's a matter of opinion. I had one iPhone, I forget which generation. I'd never go back to any of those Apple products. The
I
battery
like
was underpowered. The memory was shorted.
I know people like on both sides, people that absolutely hated it and people that loved it. So
Yeah.
it seemed to be, one or the other.
No, I found that iOS versus Android, they're very comparable, very, very similar in operation. The specs of the phone itself are more important. The type of camera,
Yeah.
the speakers, the processor,
Yeah. You just have so many more options with the Android.
That's true. That's true. You do.
Oh, well, I'm glad you decided to go through this again.
Yeah.
It's been fun watching along,
Yeah.
talking about the series as we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's mainly why I moved it back to 4 p.m. because I'm going to have to be working a lot more weekends. So hopefully not too many.
Hopefully
4
not.
p.m. 4 p.m. Which time
my
zone?
time.
Pacific.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and I don't know what it is in between.
There was 1 week recently I missed, and I think you had it earlier.
Yeah, the first, I think 3 or 4 weeks, I was doing it directly after Bird finished up his Futurama stream.
Yes.
Well, there was one like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago I missed. I think you had done it a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
or maybe you didn't do it at all. I don't know.
Yeah, there was that 1 week I had.
There was the 1 week he had to miss because of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it should be fairly constant at the same time from here on out.
Andrea, please don't joke like that.
That's not even funny. No.
Just as long as it's not a moose. A moose, you and the car are totaled, and the moose barely be bothered enough to notice.
Might bleed a little bit, but it'd be fine.
Yeah. In the 90s, we learned to steer with our knees. I miss that one in driving class.
When I was a kid, there were no car seats. There were no seat belts. There was no... Mom will probably used to hold me on her lap or sit me between her and Dad will pray. And no freaking rear-facing car seats in the back seat bullshit. And I tried to get Sisso... Sisso had to spend an hour trying to set up a car seat with freaking levels and dials and all these straps that go into special holes that are part of the car. Bullshit.
Well, I think the
It's
cars
ridiculous.
I think the cars were a little more durable back then.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they
By
should
far.
make them like they used to.
Okay, well then you'll pay 2-3 times as much.
They should also charge like they used to. Okay.
Right.
For $14,000, you'd be able to get a solid 1980s vehicle. No
And you
fancy
probably
computers or electronic and fuel injection. Mama places do away with cars and bring in tanks. Yeah, but tanks aren't cheap. They never were.
And they don't go very fast.
You want Charlie to be in the tank?
Well, that keep the little guy
Okay.
safe.
So
Just
what
as
was
long
that,
as he
Red
stays short enough, it'll keep the little guy safe. Just as long as he's short enough not to reach that big gun.
And I was just told that the panel I was participating on earlier was a good show.
Good to
Well
hear.
done.
Yeah, I'm sorry you guys missed it.
What show was that?
Old Media Guy had a panel on a discussion on, it was philosophical about sci-fi, where we are as fans, as the shows, and the state of them, where we go from here into the future. We have shows that like Star Trek and Doctor Who that kind of lost their ways. How do we recover from that sort of thing?
Sounds interesting.
There was also a discussion on best versus favorite, and it kind of circled back on itself. It was a good discussion. Meteorologist Katie was there, Old Media Guy, I was there, and we also had Dr. Alex, and then there was a fifth person I've never met before, and I'm trying to remember his name. His name is escaping me at the moment.
Sounds interesting. If you have a link, go ahead and drop it in chat.
Let me see if I can find it. Okay, got it. So if you want to check it out, it's a good discussion. It's about 2 hours in length. And there we go.
Seems very good. I agree wholeheartedly, Cinnabon. Bikes on roads are just targets. There we go. Bird, do you have anything you want to say or anything you want to plug?
Tomorrow will be a bed life and a new week. That's about it.
Okay.
Thank
Captain.
you.
Captain, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Let me make sure it's okay. Yeah. Join me tomorrow at starting at 5 a.m. Central for morning brew. Of course, I know that's too early for you, Resolute, but you can always join in later. Anyone is welcome to join.
Yeah, I'm usually watching the replay after I get home from work.
And if I may, I would like to plug a couple other things.
Of course.
Go ahead.
So History with R&R, there is going to be a special stream tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. Rambling, Robert's going to open his merch store for History with R&R. So nice. We got that stream. And then Tuesday morning, the radio show should drop. So we should have a new radio show. It's on the Lusitania. There should also be a Friday upload. And then, of course, we got A Question of Trek. That should be coming up this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Quiz shows and Star Trek. Got two teams battling out with their Star Trek knowledge. And I think we have a special guest or two on this upcoming episode and a fabulous new animation short. I've seen part of it already, and it's going to be really good.
Oh, good to hear. Making a lot of good progress with that Question of Trek.
Yes, and in fact, we were just discussing that earlier this evening on how much it's progressed. I was asked to watch it one day. Josef Petrick asked me to go in and just take a watch, and I did, and I thought, this is pretty nice and kept coming. And they asked me to be the scorekeeper because I had been keeping score for them in the chat. Conti couldn't keep up with the score, and he asked me to be the referee. I came up with a nice scoreboard, and then we got Zoe. She's been doing the animations, and we've been doing voice work for it, and it's been real fun. And Paul brings a lot of sass to the show, so we got a good crew going.
Yeah, and that's Saturdays at
6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Central. That would be what, 3:30 your time?
Yeah.
So if you can join us, that would be great. And we have participation from the chat. If there is a round 6, if the score is close enough, we ask somebody to come up on the panel and ask their own trivia question.
That sounds fun.
It's a ton of fun.
Yeah. I'm usually watching that on replay too. Get so much stuff going on these days.
I understand. Yes, and Andrea says, we also have a great clock. Paul brings a clock into the show. He's got one right next to him. You can hear it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Okay. I guess that's all we have for today. Again, thanks everyone for coming by, and I'll see y'all next week for Season 1, Episode 10, Firestorm. Till then.
Take care.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
everybody.